Hello guys, I'd like to show you how to solve some quadratic equations. So yeah, I've got three quadratic equations here I'd like to have solved. So this is the first one, the second one, and the third one here. So we're going to solve these. So we'll start off by, where's my cursor gone? Oh, there it is. We'll start off by trying to solve. I'll leave this one for last, the first one. I'll try and solve for this one, the second one. So first of all, with any quadratic equation, if you try to solve it, you have to make y 0. So yeah, y is the graph, but in every case, if you try to solve for x, you always put it as 0 equals the equation you're trying to solve. So 0 equals x squared minus 36. As we can see there, yeah, 0 is equal to that now. This is when y equals 0. So then what we do is we'll get the x to one side, so we'll move the minus 36 to the other side, so it's 36 equals x squared. And then what we do then is we then square root the equation, because x squared needs to be by itself, so x squared just means x times x, that's all. So we need to find a number that is exactly the same as that goes into 36, and yeah, that is 6 times 6. So yeah, 6 times 6 equals x times x. So then we just divide by 6, and we can divide by x too, because we divided. So it ends up. Well, there's two solutions actually, because you've got to remember with quadratic equations you have to take into account the minus number as well, because yeah, so x does equal positive 6, but it also equals minus 6, because you have to remember minus 6 times minus 6 is 36. A minus number times a minus number is positive. Yes, so they're the solutions for the equations. The second one we're going to do is this one here. So I'm going to do this one here. So what we have to do is do the same thing. 0 equals 2x squared plus 6x. And then what we do here with this equation, we have to find the factors that go into these answers. So if we put 0 equals, so what numbers go into both 2 and 6? So remember, if you do 2 times 3, it makes 6, doesn't it? So we can put 2 here. Then the x. There's two x's here, so we use we've got an x squared and an x, so we can use one of the x's to put it outside the multiplication. And then if we open up the brackets here, then we just have to put the rest of it in. So 2x times something to make 2x squared, so that'll be just x. And then 2x times something to make 6x, so we have the x, so that will be plus 3. So as you can see, so 2x multiplied by x is 2x squared, and then 2x multiplied by 3 is 6x, and that satisfies that equation. Now finding the solutions. So what you have to do with this one is, when you're trying to find the solution, you got to find what equals 0 basically. So if we have a look at it, first of all, we'll do the obvious one. So we know that if this x here is 0, doesn't matter what that is here. Doesn't matter if that's 0 add 3, if it's 3, because if you've got 1 0 in multiplication, it takes it all down to 0. So we know by that logic that x equals 0. But we have another one as well. So if we have a look at this one here, if we have a look at this equation, this little multiplication here, what can we do to make this 0? Well, we can put x as minus 3, can't we? So minus 3 add 3 is 0, isn't it? So therefore, by that logic, this is all equals 0, this equation. So also we can put x equals minus 3. And they are the solutions to that equation. So there we go. So now we'll do the last one. So as you know, for the first one here, for this is the last one, because this is the hardest, I think. Put it all equal to 0. So x squared plus x minus 6. And what we usually do to represent these equations, we use this. We use two brackets. So we know we know there is an x squared, just one x squared, so we can just put x here and x here in both equations, because x times x is x squared. But now we have to find two numbers, right? Two numbers that make minus 6. So these two numbers need to multiply to make minus 6, but they all also have to add together to make x, or 1, should we say. So if you think about it, it will be, so if we think about it, if 3 minus 2 equals 1. But we also know 3 times minus 2 is minus 6. So therefore, our solutions will be, so this is plus 3. And this would be minus 2. Because 3 minus 2 is 1, positive 1, so positive x. And 3 multiplied by minus 2 is minus 6. Oh, and remember, this equals 0. Now, all we have to do in this case is, now that we know that this equals 0, we only have to get one of these brackets to equal 0. We don't have to get them both 0, because that's impossible, really. So for the first one, it will be minus 3, because minus 3 add 3 is 0. So it doesn't matter if that's minus 3 here. If one of them is 0, so if this bracket is 0, it all goes to 0. So x equals minus 3. So for the other one, it will be 2, won't it? Because 2 minus 2 is 0. And there we go. And if you don't believe me, I've got Desmos up again. Desmos is here to help me. So if we're looking at the red one, the first one we did. So we got so for the solutions, it got minus 3 and 2, and that's what we got, didn't we? We got minus 3 and 2, so that's correct. For the second one, y equals x squared minus 36, according to Desmos, it's minus 6 and 6. So yeah, we got that right, so that's good. And then for the third one, it's 2x squared plus 6x. So we've got x equals 0 and x equals minus 3. So yeah, minus 3 and 0. So yes, that's correct. So yeah, there we go. I hope this was useful, and I hope it explained a bit about quadratic equations. I hope to see you guys in the next video, where we can discuss some more math stuff. Maybe I might do quadratic graphs next time, where we can find all the points, like with linear graphs. Okay, great. See you later.